this conversation, we use physical markers to keep track of the conversation. They are printed on cardboard coasters. I got the idea from a professional stage magician. He said that people like having physical markers to hang ideas on. We start by noting the close connection between the amount of stuff we produce by industrial manufacturing, the associated environmental damage through extracting raw materials, and CO2 that aggravates global warming. It works like an equation. The more stuff, the more the associated environmental damage. Annie Leonard brilliantly explores this in her charming video, The Story of Stuff. We cover the same ground conversationally. Our focus question is, what makes the amount of CO2 go up? We can answer this by exploring what makes the amount of stuff go up, since the more stuff, the more CO2. They're closely coupled. The first answer most people give is advertising. We go on to talk about the World Trade Organization and free trade agreements that are designed to increase the amount of industrial production and therefore the amount of CO2 and other environmental damage. This is one aspect of the corporate control of governments. This system is set up to increase the wealth and power of the wealthy elites. As we well know, this is a system devoted to economic growth. This leads to a conclusion that is surprising to some and common sense to others. Economic growth and environmental sustainability are incompatible. Of course we need stuff, but we're in a pickle. Advertising doesn't make people buy stuff, and we're talking here about excess consumption. There are psychological factors. We have a word for it: retail therapy. Retail therapy is a symptom of inner malaise or lack of inner well-being. Some would say that it is an indication of disconnection from nature, community, or God or spirit. Inner malaise also shows up as a compulsive desire for the appearance of high status. Someone once pointed out to me that people like stuff. True. It can seem cheap, attractive, so why not get it? People are ignorant of the full consequences of our individual and collective behavior. Ignorance is a major factor that drives global warming. Of course, increasing population and affluence amplify all of this. We have gone through this module fairly rapidly as a didactic presentation. This was just to give you the overview. In practice, it is a give-and-take conversation. We have put labels on cardboard coasters. This helps people keep track of the ideas. This way, they don't have to play the equivalent of mental chess. We start the conversation by setting up the ecological equation. We show the connection between stuff, associated environmental damage, and of course CO2 emissions. The more stuff, the more emissions. Stuff is a proxy for CO2 emissions. We ask, what makes the amount of stuff go up? People might say retail therapy or something like that, such as consumerism, or they might say advertising. Wherever they start, we build the conversation from there. At the end, we have a big picture map of the major drivers of global warming. Each of these drivers must be changed if we are to reverse global warming. The good news is that we know how to affect each of these drivers. People have been working on them for years. It is now a matter of inspiring thoughtful, passionate public will. Communication is the key. You can download the manual for this and other kitchen table conversation modules from greattransitioninitiative.net.